An audit published in 2023 found that Social Security database known as Numident does include 18.9 million people born before 1920 who do not have death information on record, making them more than 100 years old. Now, I can understand that argument. If you cannot confirm someone's death, in the books, they're not considered dead, right? The same thing with like a murder with the police. If the police are investigating somebody's death, whatever, they went missing, they can't find the body, they can't confirm their death, and their body was not put on record at any morgue in the entire world, they can't find that they died, they sometimes will leave the case, open as we can't confirm this person's dead. Sometimes they'll mark them dead because they say it's been so long, we can't find the body, so we're just assuming that they're dead, but the body's somewhere that we can't recover it. But that's fine for a small group of people in the system. If there was like 20,000 people in the system that died or got murdered and they just could not find out, where they died, when they died, they couldn't confirm that stuff, there was no autopsy done, no one ever found the body, maybe they would forget to take them out of the system because while they're waiting for an investigation to prove that they have died and that they recovered their body and confirmed time of death and all that stuff, they just lose track. People retire, new people come in. So yeah, sometimes there are mistakes. I'm not saying that they're not, but there can't be 50 million mistakes. That's not possible. Either it's incompetence, people are lazy and they're not doing a good enough job, or it's flat out fraud and somebody's getting the money and somebody knows about it and they're not doing anything about it. That's a problem. And then they say the system has spotty death records because some of these individuals died before they started using electronic death reporting. Okay, but we've had paper death reporting since probably the country was founded. We've had doctors performing autopsies for hundreds of years now. It's not a new thing. And we've recorded, people's information for hundreds of years in not only America, but in the world on paper. So they might not have had electronic systems back then, but they had paper records. When they get the paper records, they convert them to the electronic system, right? That's what you do with pretty much anything. That's how the internet exists. Now, I understand if they're saying we lost some people's death records, right? Maybe somebody's death record was in a hospital and the place went on fire and the records went up in flames with it and they just can't confirm that information. That's fine. But at a certain age, you have to say, we have to make a judgment call. Person's 150 years old. We can't confirm their death, but we're going to mark them as dead and move them out of this system into the dead category. And if for some reason they're a 150-year-old vampire and they say, why did my Social Security check stop coming in? They can come to the Social Security office and tell us, hey, I'm a 150-year-old vampire. Can you please reinstate my checks? And that could be worked out. But the logical thing to do would be take them out of the alive category and move them to the dead category, regardless of whether or not you have a death certificate, because they can't possibly be alive today. And we don't want that check being remitted to somebody who is collecting it on their behalf. That's how you stop the waste.